How's it going, everybody? My name's Warner Fields with Fields of Profit. I'm a full-time 7-figure Amazon seller, and in today's video I'm going to be putting 15 minutes on the clock, and I'm going to see how many products I can find to sell on my Amazon store within just a very short time span. And we may find a couple $1,000s in profit, and we may find $0 in profit. Like I said, it's completely unscripted. Going to try to keep it as uncut as possible, give you guys some real insight as to what it's really like just on an average day where you're trying to find products to sell on Amazon, and of course breaking down some of those strategies along the way. But if you're new to the channel or want even more free resources to learn how to sell on Amazon, directly below me is going to be the link to my completely free Amazon seller Discord community. There's over 26,000 people in there with a ton of free information. Would love to see you in there, but let's go ahead and jump into the video. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into it. For this video, I'm gonna be using a combination of strategies. This is a combination that for my own personal team, the highest performing virtual assistants on my team are using this exact strategy I'll show you here. So the first thing we're gonna want to do is set up some tactical arbitrage scans, which if you're brand new to this software, basically what it does is it lets us go ahead and plug in websites just like this one right here, vitacost.com. We can plug in these items into tactical arbitrage, and from there, it's gonna compare the prices on Vitacost, on Walmart, on Target, whatever website you plug in. It's going to compare those prices to the ones on Amazon and find opportunities where we might be able to make a profit. So let's go ahead and dig into a tactical arbitrage search here and let's see what we can find. So basically when I'm setting up tactical arbitrage searches, I'm looking for a good sale that we can go ahead and look through. In this case, I just see this one right off the bat. It's 20% off some select foods. This isn't a category I sell in a ton, like this kind of more organic food kind of thing, but we can always give it a shot. So what we need to do is grab this link up here. The reason I'm doing this is because this specific section is on sale, and most people who are using this tool are just plugging in random websites, not really plugging in any discounts, anything like that. So that's how we can kind of get a leg up on the competition here. So let's go ahead and plug in Vitacost into tactical arbitrage. If I can type correctly, go to category down here, and then our start page is 1. And then for our last page, we're just going to find whatever the last page is. In this case, it's page 18. So we're going to go ahead and check that out right over here, last page 18. And then down here is where the real magic happens. You can see we've got 20% off on this whole section. So we need to tell our tactical arbitrage, hey, when you pull these prices into your scanning software, when you see if we're profitable, make sure you take that 20% off discount. So it's going to plug that in right here. We're working with a 20% discount there. And I also noticed that if we check out Rakuten, the Rakuten cashback on this site right now is 6%, which is pretty good. 6% cashback can make or break some items. And then if you're shipping this to a state with sales tax, you'll want to go ahead and plug that in here. I am shipping to Florida where there is no state sales tax on grocery. So I can just go ahead and click search here. And now my tactical arbitrage is going to go ahead and search through all those products. So while it does that, why don't we go ahead and actually let's set up one more search and then we'll do something else. Why don't, just so we have some more data to look through. Usually this isn't the best strategy where you're just plugging in a website, no discounts, anything like that. But let's go ahead and do it anyway. Break my own rule here, because sometimes you do find some stuff just running a regular old Walmart tactical arbitrage scan. And just for a category, let's just go ahead and pick the pet category. Why don't we throw in patio and garden, maybe office supplies there as well. So we're going to scan all of those categories on Walmart. We're going to go ahead and add those to bulk. And this is kind of the easy button on tactical arbitrage. The first thing I showed you was a little bit harder. All we have to do is click add to bulk, and now it's going to select all the products on walmart.com. Every single one of those products is going to be plugged in here, and we're going to see if there's anything profitable. So while these searches run, it's going to take a second for these searches to run, so we'll come back to that in 5 or 6 minutes. But while we do that, let's go ahead and do a different strategy that I use a ton, which is reverse sourcing. So I'm going to start from this item right here. This item, I've been putting in content for quite a while. It's been profitable for like 2 months now. I figured putting it in a video would make it not profitable, but here it is. It's still profitable. Again, I'll leave the disclaimer, don't buy this item, because usually they tank, but maybe I'm proving myself wrong here. No one's been taking action on these. So let's go ahead and scroll down here on SellerAmp, and we're going to see if we can look through the storefronts of the other sellers on this listing, because like I told you, we can see right here, SellerAmp is telling us we can get it for 11 bucks from Academy. So that means these sellers on this listing are probably buying it from Academy, flipping it on Amazon, which means they're going to be selling other items very similar to that. So let's go ahead and start looking through some of these other sellers using SellerAmp. And the reason we're using SellerAmp is because there's just so much more information when we do go ahead and do that. Because if we're just running a regular old reverse search, we don't see the Keepa charts, we're not seeing the Arbitrage Hero integration, we're not seeing any of that kind of stuff. And that helps us a ton when we're trying to figure out if something's actually profitable. So right off the bat here, I see Amazon is on this product, so I'm not interested. But this one right away looks a little bit more interesting. It's some kind of calcium chews. We'd need to be able to buy it for 18 bucks. It looks like the buy box is at $36. $6. Not really familiar with this product, so I'm gonna just go ahead and click the Google button. And when I do this, it's going to go ahead and try to find this item across the internet for me. So why don't we go ahead and check out this Walgreens link. Let's check out this VitaCost link. Looks like maybe even a Walmart link we can go ahead and check out here. So the Walgreens link right off the bat, we are looking at $9.49. Let's make sure everything's the same. These calcium chews. Let me go ahead and open up the Amazon listing as well while we're looking here. Make sure we got the exact same thing. So this is 100 chews. This is 60. This one's 100 from VitaCost. So we're getting close to the right spot. I don't really see any coupon deals on this particular item. So right now, I think I would go ahead and pass on this. We can also go ahead and check Walmart here. And when we're looking at this item here, it looks like it's selling, it's a 100 count selling for $9.66. So we're getting closer. We would want to be able to buy this item for a little bit cheaper than that. Let's go ahead and plug in the average buy box price here. So if our average buy box is $38.38, let's say we can consistently sell it for that. If we're able to find the other flavor of this calcium chew on Walmart, why don't we go ahead and see if we can find the milk chocolate. We just found the caramel for $9.50. So we're getting close to something that's interesting. It's selling really fast. If we can get that other box of them for the same price, this could be something really interesting that we could sell quite a bit of. So let's go ahead and take that, plug it into Google over here. Looks like we are looking for the milk chocolate one. So we'll see if, so Walmart has the milk chocolate. The one we just looked at, well, actually the one we just looked at was milk chocolate. So why don't we go ahead and change that to caramel? And see if we can find that flavor for the same price. Looks like this might be what we're after. Clicking through here to this next listing here. And it does look like this one is out of stock, but that means we are onto something good here. We could also look at the other sellers and see what we've got going on. Looks like these guys are all selling with shipping, all that kind of stuff. So that's not going to be profitable for us. If we can find these caramels on the 100 count in stock, then this item becomes really good. So why don't we add this? So what I would do for this product is I would add this to a list of products that was out of stock when I checked it, but at a later date I can go ahead and return to this product and buy a whole bunch of them, because it looks like the other flavor was selling for $7 and the chocolate one was selling for about $10. Not really sure what the discrepancy there is for, but if we are able to get both of those, then this would be a $9 profit, 56% ROI. Pretty good product. So we could add that one to the back burner, check on that other listing every now and then, see if it came back in stock on Walmart.com. But for now, we're going to keep moving on. Let's go ahead and check out the rest of these products. I'm just scrolling past some of these, like in this case, Amazon's on it. This one, I'm just pretty sure I'm not gonna be able to buy this item for, you know, $18.48. A lot of this I'm just gonna be scrolling past based on gut feeling. This one could be interesting. So we got the groovy wobble ball. It looks like the price is decreasing really fast. So I want to go ahead and investigate this one a little bit further here. It looks like it only has 5 reviews, but the sales rank is increasing really fast. And I see a ton of new sellers hopping onto this listing. So I would imagine that this product is going to tank. So I'm gonna keep on moving on here. That one could be, you know, something you're interested in if you're a little more risk averse than I am, but in this case, I'm gonna keep moving on. This product, we're looking for kind of a multi-pack of this conditioner and shampoo. It looks like the exact listing is this one right here. A couple sites have it for like $12. We need to buy it for $11, so we're real close to profitability there. We could maybe even buy them separately if we're able to do that. So Walmart has it for $6. It looks like Walgreens has the other one for $6.50. We'd have to make it into a multi-pack. I'm not sure if this is like a special item where it's all bundled together already. So I might just go ahead and keep scrolling here. Let's see what else we can find. So we got this 48 count of this particular chai latte. It looks like Bed Bath & Beyond might have it, but I do see in the URL there, if you see where it says 24 count in the URL there for a second, why don't we just go ahead and click the Google button, see if there's anything worth checking out. 24 count. I see there's a 96 count. There could be something here. This Walmart listing is $16, but it's not the 48 pack. So why don't we just keep moving on? This we're probably not gonna be able to get for $11.46. A lot of this just comes down to gut feeling. In this case, I think I'm gonna go back and look at a different storefront, see if we can find anything else on a different storefront. I'm just not finding a lot there, and especially with the time constraints, I want to make sure we can find at least something doing this method. This honestly is probably my personal favorite method out of the two. I would say my team, my virtual assistants, are the ones who use tactical arbitrage a lot, and I use this method a lot because I can get into the weeds and I know exactly what I'm looking for, where the virtual assistant team might be a little bit better if they're using some tools to kind of assist their searches. This one looks a little bit interesting. This one, Amazon's on it, but this one looks like our max cost is $14.71, but Target might have it for $12.49. So let's go ahead and investigate this a little bit further. Again, checking out the Amazon listing, make sure everything checks out. It looks like Amazon has been on it a pretty decent amount. It looks like the sales rank is super low, even when it is a little bit inflated in price right now. It's been selling for like 25 bucks. Looks like the price still looks pretty good. Sales rank looks pretty good. We can buy it for $12.49 from Target.com. So if the price stays where it is right now, if we're paying $12.50 for it, we're only getting a 25% ROI. We could go ahead and check out, let's go ahead and see if the guys who are lower in price have not a lot of stock. Which they do. I do like to see that. This guy right here has no feedback, so they definitely don't have that much in stock. This guy has quite a bit of feedback, so does this guy. But according to SellerAmp, they both only have one in stock. They could be hiding their quantity a little bit, but I imagine we'd be able to sell this item for 28 bucks just based on the fact that not many of these people are following them down. So I bet this price comes back up just a little bit. And when it does, we're going to be able to buy a ton of these dolls, sell a bunch of these dolls, because we're buying them for $12.50. You know, let's say we got to pay some sales tax on there. We could even throw it up to like $13.25 just to be more realistic with it, add in some shipping, that kind of stuff. So why don't we bump this to $13.50? And even after that, being, you know, extra conservative with our shipping costs, let's say you got to pay sales tax on it, all that kind of stuff, we should be able to sell this for 28 bucks when that price does start to recover. I see the sales rank is already decreasing a little bit, and this would be a little bit on the riskier side because we are hoping that the price goes up a little bit. If the price doesn't go up, we're making only $2 profit, 16% ROI. But in my opinion, the volume on this product is super high, and I just don't see those 3 sellers staying in stock unless a bunch more people follow them down. So you could watch this listing, see how it goes. You know, I think I would probably pull the trigger on a little bit of these dolls right here. You know, theoretically, this item is selling 2,000 times a month. So, you know, if I was clickbaiting it, all that kind of stuff, I'd say we just found a product that's going to make us, I don't know, like $1,000 a month or something like that. In reality, I'd probably buy like maybe 40 to 50 of these, see how it goes, because it is a little bit of a riskier play. But even then, we did find something that's a little bit interesting. So why don't we go ahead and check out the tactical arbitrage search here, see if we found anything interesting. We'll go ahead and check out the view data and see what we got going on. I think we only have just a couple minutes left, and it looks like it's not pulling anything based on my current filters. That's, you know, that's just how it goes sometimes. But why don't I go ahead and reset the filters just to see what it's filtering out, see if there's anything that the filters are, I don't know, maybe messing up a little bit. All right, so we've got like a minute or two to look through some of this data that we pulled up with our tactical arbitrage searches. So why don't we just go ahead and start looking through some of this. We've got some of these Magic Mixie toys. I know these were really popular. It looks like these are out of stock right now. Looks like another item we could add to that list, see if it's gonna come back into stock. These, I don't know if they're gonna come back into stock. They were kind of like a hot toy last summer. Let's go ahead and keep checking around here. This right here, the reason I have my tactical arbitrage set up the way I do is because you can see very clearly this is only 1 box of them. The Amazon listing is 6 boxes of them. Tactical arbitrage just didn't see that for whatever reason, so we know that we can keep on scrolling. I'm looking at these pictures here to make sure everything matches. It looks pretty close to me. So on Walmart, again, looks like we're out of stock, but this is another thing we could add to that list. Check on it when it's back in stock, because if we are able to catch this in stock, it looks like where you can buy them for 25 bucks, selling 612 times a month at an 80% ROI. So this is a pretty decent product. We could even see if we can find this at a different source somewhere else. Maybe this Bed Bath & Beyond might have it. Let's go ahead and see what we got going on. Is this the same thing? We're looking at a 1 3/4 inch. This is 2 inches. So we're close. We're kind of, you know, we could maybe find this product. For the sake of time, I don't think we're going to go ahead and hunt down this product. Let me see if we can find just something real quick here. We're looking for this Burt's Bees. Here we go. Looks like it's just 1 bottle of it. It's some kind of after sun lotion for 18 bucks. And it looks like it's selling from Pharma Packs. So we are not interested in that product. Although it looks like at the time when it scanned this, you know, within the last literally 15 minutes, it was for sale by Walmart for $7.45. So that would have been a good product if we had seen that in time. That's kind of funny that it went out of stock, really, like right as I was looking for it. Just scrolling past some of this stuff, just based on what I know from the past. This product is for sale for $14.50. It looks like it's the travel size, the 2 ounce. He's a 10, 2 ounces. Looks like we might be finding the same product here. So from here, we could grab the average 30-day buy box price. We can go ahead and plug that in. We're making $2.57, only 17% ROI. Looks like this product, honestly, based on the sales rank and all that kind of stuff, I think it's selling a pretty good amount more than the 184 times a month. And I see a lot of these sales jumping up from the FBM sales where they're going at like 23 bucks, and then the FBA prices are actually jumping up to like 28 bucks, which does put us somewhere interesting. This is probably another product that I would buy. If you don't have a lot of capital, then I would maybe pass on this because it's lower ROI. It's a little bit riskier, but it looks like the number of sellers is not going too crazy. Like it increased a little bit, but it looks like the price has kind of already reacted to that seller increase, which is good to see. So this could be something worth checking out too. It looks like we found a couple items that are pretty decent. No major home runs, but there's plenty of products out here. Like I said, we literally just turned on the camera and found those products right there. So if you guys want to go check out free trials of either of those tools that I just showed off, we got SellerAmp and Tactical Arbitrage. I've got links down below that should usually get you guys a better deal on those products. So go ahead and check that out. That helps out the channel a ton. If you guys got value out of this video, please hit that subscribe button. That adds some value to my business as well. If you have any questions, comments, anything like that, I'm always happy to answer those. So go ahead and drop those down below as well. But I really appreciate you guys watching, and I will see you next time.